This is my first Toastmasters convention ever, so I'm completely excited.
It excites me.
I'm beyond excited.
I'm really excited about being here. This is a beautiful place.
I love seeing old friends again.
And it's fantastic to just be able to catch up with everyone from all over the world, to share ideas, to meet new people, to make new friends.
It's just very diverse. From 143 countries, it's a golden opportunity.
This is a wow moment for me.
It's so wonderful to be surrounded by so many people that share this passion.
They're all here. They're guaranteed to be friendly, outgoing, wanting to meet other Toastmasters. It doesn't get any better than that.
There's no place in the world I'd rather be than right here.
And I can't wait to find out what happens next.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. We are from LDK3 and today we are going to introduce to all of you the Toastmaster World Championship. Mr. Aaron Beverly was announced 2019 Toastmaster World Champion of Public Speaking. He delivered a speech that was full of championship data. The speech may look seamless to an audience, but it doesn't happen by chance.
First of all, let me brief a little bit about Toastmaster International. Toastmaster International is a world non-profit educational organization that empowers individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. There was about 30,000 participants from 143 countries participate during this Toastmaster World Championship 2019. Aaron Beverly, a 30 years old JP Morgan project manager from Philadelphia, won this Toastmaster World Championship 2019 speech titled An Unbelievable Story. He unfolded a captivating tale about his experience at a friend's wedding in India. His speech was about acceptance despite the difference and told the story of his humorous adventure as the only African American in attendance at his friend's wedding in India. He says he chose that topic because it was personal and related to the international audience in attendance. That means he was aware and knows who is audience. From the previous video, we can see that he was using a simple words and body language. It was more likely like he had used if he was telling a story to his friends like he used every day. This is because when you are depending on a memorized script, one skipped or forgotten word can cause a cascade of chaos.
Today I'm going to give you my opinion about Aaron Beverly's speech. He's a good speaker, but he delivered his speech with a full sentence and each, and his background is doing everything not similar to others. Like his technique is quite different because he used a new technique to deliver his speech. For example, sometimes he tell a funny story to attract the people attention, and the speech smells to the audience, but it doesn't happen by chance. It's a speech built from many different competition and knowledge. What do you think about his knowledge? He has a lot of information and he doing well in his speech. For example, he do a full speech transcripts and speak statics, humor statics, use easy word to deliver his speech.
So, let's have a look at Aaron Beverly's speech titled An Unbelievable Story.
The contest chair was relieved. My title is only 3 words long. But friends, why is this story unbelievable? June 2018, I fly to India to attend the wedding of my friend Brandon and his fiancée, Devika. Brandon and family are white, Devika and family are Indian. And I am the only black man there. I can't help but feel different. But I try my best to blend in. I buy formal Indian wedding attire. What do you think? I even participate in a sacred Indian wedding ritual, protecting the groom's shoes. During the car ride to the wedding, my friend Sunit explains this ritual. When Brandon takes off his shoes during the ceremony, Devika's bridesmaids will try to steal them. The groomsmen protect the shoes from the bridesmaids. If they win, they hold the shoes ransom, forcing Brandon to buy them back. It's a game, Sunit says. I think it sounds like a spy movie. Sunit says, Aaron, the bridesmaids will try sweet talk, they will try deception, but don't give the shoes to anybody. Will you accept this mission? Quick fact about me. When I am given a mission, I take it very seriously. I look at Sunit and I say, I accept the mission. At the wedding ceremony, Brandon takes off his shoes. I swoop in, grab the shoes, sit down in the front row. Smooth, stealthy. I feel like a black James Bond. The leader of the bridesmaids walks over. She smiles at me. But gentlemen, have you ever seen a girlfriend or wife smile, yet at the same time, you just felt scared? I call her the ominous smiler. She says, Aaron, you look very handsome today. I say, thank you. Could you pass me Brandon's shoes? No. Sunit said the bridesmaids will try sweet talk. Don't give the shoes to anybody. But Aaron, she says, that's against Indian tradition. When I hear that, the global ambassador within me gets nervous. I don't want to cause an international incident over a pair of shoes. I can see the headlines. Idiot ruins wedding and India-U.S. relations. I almost hand over the shoes, but remember Sunit. They will try deception. Don't give the shoes to anybody. I say no again. Then the ominous smiler, she moves closer. She says, and I quote, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But you will give us the shoes. I am now scared for my life at this wedding. However, I must protect the shoes because when I have a mission, I take it very seriously. So I curl over in my seat, I press the shoes against my chest, and this is how I watch the wedding for the next 30 minutes. The ominous smiler tries to steal the shoes, but I hold firm. Then she disappears for 20 minutes before taking a seat to my right. She says, Aaron, I don't care about the shoes anymore. You win. I say, do I look like a fool to you? But she doesn't move. I think I won. Sunit runs over. He's ecstatic. He says, Aaron, I'm proud of you. I say, thank you. You took this mission very seriously. I say, that's right. Now, give the shoes to me. No. Sunit said, don't give the shoes to anybody. The ominous smiler disappeared to recruit backup, and I know a traitor when I see one. Then the ominous smiler pounces. She starts pulling my arm. Sunit joins her. 2 versus 1. They pull, I pull, but I hold firm. The other bridesmaids run over. 5 versus 1. They pull, I pull, but I hold firm. The other groomsmen run over. I think, yes, the cavalry has arrived. But they joined the bridesmaids. 8 versus 1. They pull, I pull, but I hold firm because when I have a mission, I take it very seriously. They said, Aaron, just give us the shoes. I said, never! Keep in mind, the wedding is still going on. Devika's family is watching the ceremony as if nothing else is happening. I start wondering, is this normal? Then the ominous smiler signals the wedding photographer. And this dude is huge. He puts down his camera. Then he starts charging. He jumps on top of me. 9 versus 1. They pull, I pull, but I lost the shoes. Brandon paid 10 times what those shoes were worth. But what makes this story unbelievable is not the shoes, nor the events. It is the context behind that game. That game is designed for the families of the bride and groom to get to know each other, which means that among white and Indian families, a different, lonely black man was accepted like family too. We experience so much divisiveness nowadays that acceptance despite difference seems unbelievable. But there are people who still believe in it. Do you? Open your culture, your mind, your heart to people who are different from you. Show the world that acceptance, despite difference, is not an unbelievable story. This is your mission. Take it very seriously.
After watching his full video of Toastmasters International Public Speaking, what I can get from his message for audience for the first is inspire your audience to take action. While speaking solely for entertainment is good, the best speakers in the world get audience to take action. You do this by providing something of value to the audience that they can use to make their life better. Giving value and helping make your listeners better than they were before you spoke is, in my opinion, the ultimate goal for any speaker dedicated to the craft of communication. Second is establish a connection. One way you can do this is by sharing engaging, relatable personal stories. This can include stories about the workplace or even my favorite family stories. A relatable story can create an emotional bond with your audience that then leads to the final most important action to do in a speech. The last one is be your authentic self on stage. Unfortunately, there is a notion among many speakers that you must have overly theatrical gestures, special props, and flowery language. The result in most of these cases is a performance that appears disingenuous, phony, or just plain awkward.
Alright, so we're talking about Aaron Beverly, the 2019 Toastmaster World Champion of Public Speaking. Okay, so if you saw the video of his speech, there's really a lot of things that we can emphasize that he managed to attract the audience and we ourselves who only watch from afar. So among the things that he did, for example, the first thing he did is his appearance, which is his formal, which is if we may know, usually whoever are arming the stage or giving the speech, most of us will tend to wear formal attire, while Aaron, he did the opposite of it. He wore a traditional clothes, and that really made him stand out among the others. And yes, it really makes him special since the first second he's on stage. Then second, Aaron Beverly, he did a lot of hand gestures. If you notice during the groom shoe story, he did a lot of hand gestures where it managed to capture and retain the information that he gave to us. So for example, when he said about say taking the shoes from here, and then we could see that he's making the movement from here or here and that. Aaron Beverly also have a good variation of low and high vocal, which really exemplifies the conflict. So between the connection between the starting and the climax, so it's really a good way of he explaining and giving up his story.
It feels surreal. I'm at a loss for words, and this is amazing coming from a Toastmaster. We're not supposed to be lost for words, but here I am, but it's an amazing experience, and I'm filled with gratitude for all the people who've helped me. For anyone who's thinking about competing, compete. Even if you don't think you have what it takes, I have word for you, you do. This entire contest experience is about growth, and you grow over the years. This has taken me about 7 years to get to, and every year I've gotten better and better and better because I made the conscious decision to just compete. So compete.